can still be done. In the midst of all the chaos, in the midst of all your work, in the midst of all the troubles, you must exert yourself because that is the only way you can feel alive at the end of the day. Months. We have a new Monday and a new month coinciding together. And I must say that a lot of people have been rejuvenated as the turn of the year came. Everybody was talking about, what do I want to do? I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And now it's February. A lot of people have gone through, that period where you go through that up and down, you're motivated, but there's little resources. Now you are flat and back to your reality. It happens whenever we cross into February, but sometimes you just need to keep pushing. At the period when a friend used to tell me actually that in a period when there's no money, it is actually time for you to do the things that money won't do. When it used to say those things, then I used to think about it like, yeah, but money is a big factor when you are doing anything, whether pursuing your dreams, whether pursuing a career, pursuing a degree, or doing anything. Money is the universal resource that gets everything you want. So everybody needs money, but while crafting out your dreams, there are aspects where you need to do self development, where you need to structure yourself, probably in writing or organizing yourself from the inward. That period is what money cannot do. There are people, for instance, if you want to know, there are people that actually have a lot of money, but they can't actually get that thing done. So money is a big factor when starting things. So you might have been through that merry-go-round of January where you want to buy something, you want to do stuff, but you can't really do it because of the resources that is hindering you from doing it. So I'm saying this now because of the downtime that comes with the lengthy January people have, where it comes with responsibilities, trying to organize yourself, trying to do the right thing, new inspiration, locking things down. It comes with resources, and most of the time, after January, that emotion comes down, that enthusiasm comes down. But at that period is the time for you to resit and re-strategize. February is still the second month. You can still make that goal this year. The whole idea is making your little drops, making your little drops, making your little drops. Divide the whole situation into segments. That's what they call divide and conquer. But so when you divide into segments, it becomes easier for you to manage. Divide them. Okay, this is what I'll do in the month of January. This is what I'll do in the month of February. That way, I think it becomes easier because in this life you can't just stick around with 9 to 5 jobs. Though it's not like I'm against 9 to 5 jobs, but if you really want to be self-liberated, you have to do the passion that you think you have, that thing that makes you different from every other person. That is your actual dream. That is what you should be doing. That is what will make you different from every other person. So that which makes you special is what makes you different. And what makes you different is what you do that the majority can't. So when the majority can't, it singles you out for that particular thing because everything we do is necessary in different fields. For instance, if you're a carpenter, you are needed when people need to make things that will make life easier for them in their homes, whether in their homes or in construction or in constructing. You are useful then. So that means you are a piece of a value chain that is extremely valued and needed. Even if you're a cook, that is a skill that some people are too busy to do. So you have to emphasize on that and make sure that that which you can do makes you special. And once you're special, you're different. And once you're different, you will be recognized for your value. That is the truth. So in fact that the fact that a lot of people work nowadays and they have other things to offer. I've met so many talented people that can either sing, write, or do things that are very incredible to the eyes, but they cannot successfully lock in because of the fact that they are already stuck in a rat race, which is the normal 9 to 5 that they do every day, which must be done. It actually must be done because they have to find a way to survive, maintain the concurrent bills coming. Is it your NEPA bill, your rent, your responsibilities, whichever big or small that you handle? So once you're already an adult and you are locked in into that 9 to 5 system, to break away is very difficult. And once you now marry on top of that, it becomes almost impossible because every resource would be allocated for something. You would hardly have any time to do anything else. So for those that are still in the university, this is the perfect time for you to dualize your system. As you're reading, you need to create in a world of digital space now, you need to create a space for yourself where you can actually show the world what you can do differently from what everybody can do. And mind you, even no matter how different you are also a commoner because once you start and you enter into the industry to show the talent you are doing, that is when you know that there is a whole crowd in that industry trying to survive. So realizing what you can do is the first step, not the last step. The second step is for you to also have the determination to go to grind through it when things are not easy. Like the way I started it, a lot of people have inspiration, like, I want to do this year, I don't want to continue like this. But after the full stretch of January, the lack of resources, everybody eats reset, bam, reality checks in. You realize that, this salary where I dey collect, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm tired, I'm this. But lock in, divide your plans. This is the only thing that makes you special from other people. Search yourself. You know what you can do. Sometimes you're even scared of showing the world what you can do, but really, the truth is, what makes you different is what you do differently. I don't know if I'm even making sense anymore, but I just need people to understand that you must find a way to diversify out of that system if you really want to amount to anything in life. And I believe the Most High graciously created everybody as a missing piece in every industry. So nobody is really useless. Break down those dreams into structures so you can tackle them properly. That way, I feel like the way we've started a new month is it should be an inspiration and a look back for what you've done so far. Since January, after the turn of the year, I had this inspiration. I was so high on inspiration. Then I wanted to do this, I want to do that. Then February, everything is gone down. This is what you want to do. Then face it. If it is actually what you want to do, your passion, then you must know it is not easy. We might preach that follow your passion, it is easy, it is the easier way to make it in life. Yes, but it is not even easy. Because for someone that loves to dance, they dance when they feel okay, when they feel nice, when they are happy. But the moment you make that dance your passion and you want to earn from it, it becomes a whole new ball game. Because now you must wake up to dance and practice even when you don't feel like it. You must wake up to do stuffs when you don't feel like it. And you must stay consistent because consistency is the only one that can make people actually see what you're doing in the world where so many news is flying around. Everybody has one emotion or the other. So for you to put yourself really out there and you're consistent on your passion, you need to understand that there will be days when you would not feel like it. So that is where the advantage of doing your passion comes in. When you do the things you love, it is easier to grind through it than for doing the things that you don't even appreciate or have any feelings for. So I don't want to say too much. This Monday, re-exact those dreams, revisit those write-ups, revisit those projects you want to do. It can still be done in the midst of all the chaos, in the midst of all your work, in the midst of all the troubles. You must exert yourself because that is the only way you can feel alive at the end of the day. Yes. So that's it, Sha. That's Monday motivation. Just talk about that, just to bring that in. But